However, this is not going to be like all my other previous streams where I'm kind of hyping it, praising it, yada yada yada. Unfortunately, with, you know, news articles that I've been seeing, so on and so forth, with, you know, the game's been out for nearly 2 months now, and, well, I gotta say, I'm fucking disappointed. I am absolutely disappointed in this game. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the game. But yet, how can I enjoy the game if there's so much wrong with it? And now people are going to be like, you know, when some of these people are going to come and watch this video, so on and so forth, you know, if they do, they're going to be like, well, why are you playing the game? Or, you know, what's wrong with it? Well, there's a lot of things wrong with it. First of all, you know, let's just take a look at this. Okay, you know, Trials of the Nine, whatever. I'm not gonna get on that one. See a problem here. Competitive, quick play, yada yada yada. Don't get me wrong. We got plenty of PvP modes to play. Destiny 1, we got to pick what mode we wanted to play and not just randomize. We might have random players to play with, but we at least got to fucking choose. Get what I'm saying? Step back. Oh, we're just going to give you 2 ways to play it. Sorry. Step back from Destiny 1. Some of you would be like, oh, well, that's nitpicking. I'm like, okay, well, about 4v4. You know? Why 4v4? Why can't we have 6v6? You know, 12v12, 24 versus 24. Huh? Why can't we? Any other major AAA game that shows any fucking kind of features with multiplayer, PvP specifically, you see it all. You see these big player versus player maps. So why can't we have that in Destiny as well? Strikes. If I remember my year 1 Destiny play, we actually got to choose the level of fucking difficulty for our strikes. You know? Would be able to help us get gear to drop based on our levels. Or the difficulty of the gear would be difficulty of the strike would determine how much gear we could actually get. When I'm meaning basically light level gear. So if we played a easier mode, we get lower light level gear. There's one, you know, this is just all basic nitpicking. I still haven't gotten to business practices and whatnot. So in a previous video, I made mention that, you know, Luke Smith, of that the EDZ is going to be the largest map that they've ever made. But what they didn't tell you, look how small Io is. Look how small Titan is. Sure, Nessus is, you know, decently sized. You know, I'm not complaining. But in order to get the European Dead Zone, the EDZ, to have the max amount the biggest space possible, they cut. Instead of being like, huh, you know, let's try to make the game, you know, just actually bigger in size overall. Let's cut everything down to make one spot bigger. No. Another complaint, you know, so laziness. And that seems to be going to be a lot on this topic for this game. Overall laziness. So let's go back onto the next topic. Cut content. No, I'm not talking about cut content. I'm sorry, that will actually legitimately upset me right now if I talk about cut content.
What's the word?
Okay, so got on the cross of the PvP aspects. You know, let me make the long story short. This game is short, at least with Destiny 1. Despite the fact that we had a kind of what the fuck moment with kind of what the fuck with the story. The story didn't make any sense. It left us hanging. You know, at least it kept us grinding. It kept us grinding. Kept us grinding, kept us wanting to actually at least legitimately play. Here, it's been 2 weeks since I last popped this game in. I sold out by going and getting a 2K game. For those who want to see, I have, on another video, I have WWE 2K18. There's a whole fucking story to go through. Hours upon hours of play. Fantasy matches. So on and so forth. By the way, if you're not a fan of WWE, you should be a fan of WWE. But no, you know, a fucking, what is considered for casual gamer, for in the eyes of a hardcore gamer, casual gaming has more gameplay than Destiny 2. Hell, I'd get on with Sam and play some fucking NASCAR because it has more gameplay than Destiny 2. Recycled exotics. Exotics, lazy exotic perks. Like, oh shit, we can't make a new exotic. Here, have fucking Mida multi-tool again. Don't get me wrong, I like Mida. I have nothing wrong, you know, no issues with the weapon itself. But come on. And another thing that has me upset. This is a big one. According to an article that I read, and this article was posted by Game Rant, that when it came to the business practices, came to everything that is currently out with the current, is everything out with the current game, and even past game. Believe it or not, the members of Neo Bungie, and when I say Neo Bungie, don't think that's, you know, but it's Bungie. No, it's Neo Bungie. And understand this, you know, understand this logic for a second. If it was Bungie, the game would have been far more superior. Hands down. And this is a Neo Bungie. Because hey, most of the members of Bungie who were around for the Halo days are working for 343. Are working in 343. Continuing the Halo series. So, one, this is not Bungie. This is not Bungie in any sense of the word. So please do not Bungie. It's like, oh well, this is their second game. The second game. That's why I'm not defeated. Lot. If you go in and look at a lot of the comments surrounding Destiny 2 articles, it's the constant same thing by all fans of Destiny. Fix your fucking game.
See you soon.
And the reason why for these new players, especially the ones that are on PC, for those who have never picked up Destiny before, understand this. Understand basically as a PC gamer myself, understand here's the frustration that us Destiny Destiny players have faced. Destiny has been treated honestly like an early access game its entire career, its entire time being in it. Oh, you got an update. Here you go. Don't see an update for another 6 months. That's the best way I can describe Destiny 2, right? Destiny as a whole. A constant early access game. And you know the frustrations that have come with early access games. Do I need to bring up a couple of games as a prime example? Fuck. Both made by the same company, too. Reign of Kings. Starforge. Both games with holy fucking potential. Got squandered by a team that A, doesn't know what they're doing. They know enough to make a fucking game. Oh, but there's still so many bugs and everything. We don't know how to fix it. Here you go. It's full release now. That's basically where we sit. Yes, game mechanic-wise, the game is fun. But as you see, I'm at 302. Every character I own is near max, getting that near, hitting that point of near completion. And I've taken 2 weeks. I've taken a lot of time off in the meantime. My problem is the game is a fraction of what the original game of Destiny 2 is 1/10 of what Destiny was year one launch. I can keep going on and on how bad Destiny 2 is. Let me put it this way. I told my friends who are hyped to get this game on PC to not get it, to save their money. Does that make it clear how bad this game is? Now, don't get me wrong, there's ways to fix it. I'm not one of those gamers that are going to sit here and belittle a game and not offer a way to fix it. My issue is this. Bungie wants to make Bungie wants to make this game where everybody can enjoy it. Well, let's face it. You want an MMO-esque game. You're going to have to make a grind to it. Because, and you got, Bungie has to understand its player base. They think they do, but they don't.
I bring gifts of the Nine. Gifts you sorely need. Accept it from the Nine.
See right there, when I was talking about recycled exotics, Knucklehead Radar.
One day.
That was a year one. I believe that was a year one Destiny one. I think that was a year one Destiny one exotic. If not, it was definitely year 2 because I know that did not come out in year 3. There's ways to fix it. Stop limiting everything to 3 fucking players and 6-man raid team. Come on, Bungie. You're better than that. From the team that brought us fucking Halo Reach. Personally, one of the best. One of the best Halo games of, no, the best Halo game of all time, with the best PvP, the best matchmaking, so best customization based game within the last almost 10 years. And this is what we get. You know, it's like, you know, I feel like this Neo Bungie is like, how can I just, it's like an actor trying to stay relevant. Like an actor who has gone under the radar, who wants to be known again, who loves doing what they do. Trying desperately to stay relevant again. Going out, trying to get, fuck. I had the analogy, you get what I'm saying. It's like an actor trying to stay relevant again. Bungie is trying to stay relevant. Don't get me wrong. Love their games. I think mechanically they have some of the best games ever. Unfortunately, you know, that's kind of when, you know, that's the highlight of what you can do. It's trying to be a, you know, an exoskeleton of your former self. Time to put up the hat. Now, let's get on to making... Let's get on to making the game into what it's supposed to be.
There go the Vex, extending their substructure again.
It must be stopped.
Lol, extending substructure, that must be a joke.
You know it must be done.
Anyways. Instead of limiting everything to 3-man fire team, make that the bare minimal for like a strike. Make that bare minimal. Allow other players to come into the strike. With each added player, makes the strike, a strike more difficult. But don't just do it for a strike. You have 3-man fire teams. Don't add limits. Don't limit yourself. When you limit yourself, you make things less fun. I don't know. Maybe, I'm so used to the ways of, how Borderlands played. It got harder with every time, when someone,
Your plates. So sorry. Really.
So there's one way that you could improve it, and and when you do that, increase the loot drops. Or the rate of drops, I should say. The more people you have, the higher chance you get for an exotic, I don't know. For me, I guess it's all about, if I'm paying, dropping $100 on a game, I want my $100 worth out of it. I have probably, personally, I feel like I've only gotten about $40 worth out of this game. At most. That needs to make up for 60.
Another spire falls.
Much as it pains me to say it, I predicted you would succeed. Take my thanks and never speak of it again.
Oop, I had 2 of these.